Good morning, Kiai. So, an updated protocol based on lessons learned. If a youth departs the facility without permission, of course, we always want to start with empathy, right? Try to understand the youth's need and see if we can find a flexible way to meet it while still maintaining safety and meeting our needs, right? But remind the youth, they already know this when they come in, but remind the youth they're in our care. If they leave without our permission, we do have to maybe inform guardians and police, right? Because we have to for safety, right? If the youth still leaves, notify the team via chat. Don't physically try to stop them, but one staff should follow the youth, right? Let's keep eyes on them. Keep in touch with the office staff via phone and chat, right? Kind of coordinate if needed, right? Keep trying to connect with the youth if possible. If they're like, back off, then hey, stay far back, but keep eyes on them. Let's not lose sight of them, right? And keep trying to connect if possible. Ideally, we can resolve the issue with the youth, but if not, contact management, myself, Puna or Genesis, first one you can get a hold of, and we'll involve guardians and police as necessary and appropriate, but ideally we can resolve it without that, right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking for a protocol. But the key thing I learned yesterday is let's not lose line of sight to the youth so we know where they are so we can manage the situation as best we can. Let me know if you have thoughts on that. A couple of things. I noticed there were goldfish crackers in the fridge. Remember, any youth snacks that we bring in for the youth should be kept in the pantry and then doled out appropriately. Also, I noticed if the scissors were left out, just, let's be conscientious about those kind of things. Keep those locked in the pantry. I'm recognizing the need to firm up some boundaries for more clarity and accountability with the youth and ease for ourselves in dealing with the youth. So I'm going to put up an initial agreements sheet today. It's not going to be pretty. It's just for content. We'll format it and make it pretty into a poster later once we have a final list. But I'll put a link in the notes document so you can look at it as well. And I want to get your thoughts on it. What else do we need to add? It'll be, a handout that we give to the youth as well, and they can keep, but it's going to be posted right above the couch, I think. And the basic idea is you don't have to be here. Of course, we want you here. We want to help you. And if you're going to stay here, we ask that you agree to these things, and we have them agree to it up front on intake. If they have an issue with one of them, let's discuss it, and we can get clarification, right? But this is what it takes for us to live with a happy, harmonious, peaceful, respectful Ohana, yeah? I doubt any of the youth are going to disagree with it initially, because they're all pretty reasonable things we're going to put up there. But hey, we can have a discussion if they have an issue with them, and then we can refer back to the agreements. And if they ever, deviate from them, we can remind them, hey, this is just what we got to do. This is what we agreed to, and we'll hold to these. And like we did recently with the youth, we'll discharge them if they can't hold to the key agreements. Like, I gotta go to school or have an arrangement, that kind of thing. Of course, we'll always be willing to hear their needs, work with them, see where we can be flexible, but we'll keep the boundaries as appropriate, using protective force, not punitive force, right? And your thought for today, this is from Marcus Aurelius. Do not allow the actions of others to disrupt your inner peace, for their ignorance does not define your worth or happiness. Have a great weekend, all. I'll see you soon.